なるほど。経緯は把握した。
I don't think I have such a good grasp of this situation.
君が電脳空間からログアウトして出現したという新宿のあの場所は、エデンへログインした場所と同じか、あるいはその付近なのかな。では今こうして私と会話している君とはまた別の体がどこかに存在するわけだ。肉体から精神データが分離してしまい、個別の存在として現実世界に現れた。
Okay, look, I thought you said no, I don't have a understanding of the situation now.
何らかの理由で新宿に移動した肉体が壊れたデータの怪人のような姿に変化した。
Yeah, I have significantly less understanding of what's happening than I did 2 seconds ago.
いずれにしろ奇妙奇天烈な話ではあるが、目の前にまさしく摩訶不思議な姿をした君がいる。現段階では状況証拠による単純な推理しかできない。早速情報収集を進めよう。
She was pretty calm for someone who literally just saw a glowing blue woman in the middle of the street and picked her up.
まずは君がエデンにログインした場所の現状を確認するのが定石だろう。君はどこでログインしたんだ？
Maybe she watches a lot of anime. This is like normal to her. Why are you helping me?
君は今どこにいる？電脳犯罪事件をはじめ多種多様な超常現象事件の解決に確かな実績を誇るクレミ探偵事務所だ。君の身に起こった怪異的現象の謎を解明するのにこれほど頼もしい場所はないだろう。そして君が腰掛けているのは依頼人用のソファー。
No sofa.
何？依頼報酬の件ならば心配しなくていい。君の存在はすでに何よりの報酬なのだよ。大船に、そうだな、メアリー・セレスト号あたりに乗り込んだつもりでいなさい。さて話を戻すとしよう。君がどこでログインしたかだが、それよりも何よりも前に君の姿をどうにかしなければいけないな。その姿ではまともに外を歩くこともできまい。それに
Thanks.
じっくりと観察して確信したが、君はまさにデータの塊、デジタル体そのものだ。しかし君は私の声を聞き、ソファーに腰掛け会話している。現実世界の物理法則に従っている証拠だ。つまりリアル特性を持ったデジタル体、反電脳体と名付けるとしよう。君の体がデータで構成されているならば、見た目をどうにかすること自体はさほど難しくないだろう。適合するデータを取り込み修復すればいい。君は基本的にはエデン内で使用されているアバターと構造を同じくしているはず。クーロンの放置データの中にアバターパーツのデータが見つかれば上々なわけだが、問題はその状態でログインできるかどうかだな。なんだ？テレビがどうかしたか？
Was it even on?
こっちよ。飛びなさい。
They are here. Must be a smart TV. Like this TV that I'm playing on, this 4K TV that I'm playing on, the smart TV, but of course, no internet connection, so who gives a crap. I kind of wish I could just turn it off, but it won't let me turn off the wireless. Don't get me started on that crap. I've never hooked up this thing to the internet. Never even bothered to go through the trouble. Use your direction with directional buttons. Bell to be initiated to be okay, so this is like, is this like Lawnmower Man? Yeah, I guess it is. I wanted to go right, but whatever. Oh. It stopped? So I can't go that way? Okay, that's weird. We'll figure it out. I guess we'll figure it out at some point. I better get another capsule. Ow! Better get another capsule from these doofuses. Yeah, this is bad. Hope the game auto-saved. Yeah, because I can use skill points to heal myself, but the big problem is that... Okay, so I didn't waste a turn doing that, I guess. Or maybe I had 2 turns that time. Remember, the timeline on the right-hand side of the screen is like Grandy. That's how I know whose turn it is. So I do have 2 turns coming up at some point. Ow! By the way, the difficulty set to hard, but it's not hard. I just earn more. Yeah, I just earn more hit point rechargers every time I fight. I think I've gotten hit point capsules from half of the battles I've won. Settings. So I leveled up, so that means I got some yeah, so I got my skill points back, and I got my health, and I got myself healed up, so that's cool. So I can go forward, okay. So we're flying from node to node, I guess. Okay, yeah, so I guess it's like Final Fantasy Tactics. We're traveling from node to node. I guess that was a surprise attack. Punimon. So I'm gonna need 3 hits to knock him out, I guess. Yeah, I gotta heal myself. This is ridiculous. But yeah, I got those healing capsules. Ocean wave. Hit me with the ocean. I guess I felt the motion of the ocean on that one. Okay, he's dead. Okay. Now we're gonna swap turns. I'm gonna need to heal myself. This is absurd. Maybe I should just go into auto battling. This isn't terribly complicated. There's also a chance I might accidentally do a magic spell I don't want to do, but we'll see how it goes. Great. Facebook Meta has a new app that I'm never going to use. I don't know, maybe I can just maybe I can just copy all the tweets I made about video game music. That might be a nice intro. Maybe I can find some saucy takes to put on there so I can increase my attention dollars. Log out. Stupid smart TV. Anyone watching Tiger King out here? Maybe they're streaming the Digimon movie, who knows? Guess I can't go back the way so it's like Guardian Legend, only not as good, I guess. Oh well, corridors open to new areas. I can't hear you, but I can read your dialogue. Music in this game seems fine. I might sample it a bit more later. What was that? I did play a Digimon game on this channel a few years ago. I want to say it was like 2018 or 2019. Back when I was buying a bunch of PlayStation 3 games because they were on clearance. I ended up getting a Digimon game for like $10 or less. I don't even remember what game it was. Was it again, I played so many garbage, you know, PS3 through 60 era games. I put up so many videos, I don't even know what it was called. In fact, that's one of the reasons why I make the videos, so I can kind of remember what game I played. Because I know I played one of those I think it was the All-Star Rumble game. Yeah, what was that other game I played? I played, wasn't there like, not the All-Star Rumble game. There was also a game where there was like a top-down, like a 3/4 overhead view. I recorded the music from it. I can look at my music. I can look at my MP3s and see which one it was. Food delivery robots at GMU. So George Mason has food delivery robots. For those of you wondering, GMU is it's a public university west of Washington, D.C. All you Fallout 3 fans. This game gives me a vibe of another soundtrack. I just don't remember which one it was. Yeah, I guess I am a rookie, which is why I'm naked. Of course the rookie characters are naked. Get lost, dude. But where am I going? I thought there was a map. There's no mini-map. Why is she complaining about the door being locked? There are like 7 people in here. Yeah, following voices is how I got into this mess, by the way. I'm not sure I want to go with my instincts on this one. Now what? Wait, what was that anime called? The one about falling in love? Yeah, science fell in love. Yeah. So she blinded me with science, the anime. That's her.
ようこそデジラボへ。ここはデジタルワールドとかすかに交わるデジモンたちの楽園。私は三神楽ミレイ。あなたにこの楽園を解放してあげる。
Mirei. That's a line I probably didn't want to hear in a Digimon game, but here we go. What kind of Digimon game is this? Must be one of those VTuber Digimon games.
知らないなら知らないで特に問題ないわ。今のところはね。
The ones that aren't rated T.
時が来ればおのずと知ることになるはずだから。デジタルモンスターラボラトリ、タルラボでもモントリーでも略し方は自由だけれど。
デジタルモンスターラボラトリー。
私はデジラボをおすすめしているわ。
ジジラボ。
私があなたを呼んだ。それは少し違うわ。あなたが私を呼んだ。
Okay, can we not be so freaking elliptical?
あなたはデジモンと深く交わり始めている。その運命の交差に私は引き寄せられ、あなたを見つけた。
Okay. My head hurts.
つまり私はあなたに呼ばれたのよ。話はこれくらいにしましょう。
This is what the Bing AI chatbots are going to be for the next decade. Just a bunch of this nonsense. That's what this is going to be.
まずはここがどういう場所か自分の目で確かめてみて。
Yeah, the dialogue from this game is gonna be used for machine learning. We're gonna get a bunch of Bing chatbot AI conversations just like this. Lord. Get me out of the Matrix. Stop the Matrix, I want to get off. Stop the Matrix, I want to log off. Stop the virtual world, I want to get off. What are we doing here? So when can I start hoarding more Digimon? That's what I really want to do at this point. Yeah, how do I recover the HP and... Let me see if I can do that. Give me a second. And of course I have to save my game because I want to sit through that conversation again. There are no... I can't skip the cutscenes, can I? I don't think I can even skip any of these cutscenes. Oh well. Let's not spend any money just yet. We'll gain experience. Okay. So, grind over time, like interest at a bank. It's a good thing CDs are paying actual interest these days. Remember when CDs were paying like 2%? I lucked out. I got my hands on some 2.5%, 3% CDs a while ago, so that helps. Remember when 3% was a big deal? Of course, that's when inflation was like 2%. So what are you gonna do? Party Digimon, woo! Okay, I only have one anyway, so whatever. There were 2 others that I found, but I haven't actually unlocked them yet, because I haven't encountered them enough times. Apparently the way it works is that if you encounter them multiple times, they get added to your crew. Familiarity, I guess. Well, I only have one Digimon, so this game probably doesn't get interesting until I start getting a whole bunch of Digimon. Yeah, we can't do any of that. Yeah, I got a medal. What do these crappy things do? Can I guess I can't sell these. I guess I was hoping I could sell these. Digimon. Okay, yeah, where's my, not my field guide. There it is. So I found 11 Digimon, but the game doesn't tell me how close I am to 100%. Yeah, he was a narrative character. He was a guest character. That doesn't count. But the whole point is that at some point... Oh, inherited skills. Did I unlock that? Oh, it tells you... Oh, it tells you when you unlock these abilities? Okay. So when do I get Speed Force? I mean Speed Charge. So at level 12, I get Speed Charge. Huh. So at some point, I'm going to Digivolve into a Digimon who wears pants. I got blue jeans and everything. I forgot what Terramon... Was it Terriermon to Terrormon? Terrier Denimon? I don't remember what it was. We'll get around to that. So basically, all of these Digimon in the field guide that are grayed out, eventually they'll be unlocked, but it won't tell me when. But like, because remember, when you encounter these Digimon in battle, there's a percentage sign that goes up. So once I get to 100, I unlock my ability to make them in the Digilab. So if nothing else, it's worth it to just wander around and just kind of find them. I think you can run away after you encounter them too. That might be interesting. Now I can sell this crap. I probably could sell the escape gate. Nope, I can't sell the medals. Oh well. What do I want to buy? Most likely more. Ooh, I can buy exciting meat. Isn't that like the name of a exciting baseball, like that? Yeah, RBI baseball, I think is what it was called. No, I think Konami made a bunch of exciting sports games. I don't remember their names. Exciting baseball. Like, remember when sports games were named after, like, terms like, what was it? John Elway's touchdown football? Pat Riley's slam dunk basketball? Like, they were named after sports terms. Now it's just exciting basketball. Like, just don't threaten me with a good time. Basically. Explore in the past, okay. Yeah, that's where we're gonna hoard Digimon. Mirror dungeons sound interesting. But I just need the fighting to be more interesting. This game just seems, right now, it's barely more complex than Pokemon. Ooh, network battles. But that's for like network, like if I want to put my PS4 on the internet network, which I'm not interested in doing right now. How am I right now as far as like hit points? Yeah, okay, so I can heal myself for a couple $100. So it's like an inn. So how do I get out of here? Let me talk to what's her name, see if I want to get out of here, because I might just farm. Okay, so what I want to know from what's her name from the Science Fun and Love anime. Yeah, let's do a mirror dungeon, why not? And it shows me the Digimon I encounter, which means if I keep encountering them, I'll be able to unlock them in the lab. So let's see how we do. This could be interesting, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. So I chose the path with fewer nodes. Maybe that was a bad idea. Okay, there we go. Not there yet. So if I fight that dude on the left one more time, if I encounter that dude on the left one more time, I think I'm good. And I escaped. So no experience, but I think I did increase my encounter percentage for that Digimon. Oh, so we can go backwards too. Okay, so that's good. That means I get more opportunities to farm these Digimon. There's not much to say about this. I mean, it's just... Okay, I made it to 120%. Okay, so maybe I can leave now. I mean, I could fight them, but I mean, it's like, what's the point? These fights aren't very sophisticated. Scan complete for Punimon. The Puni Poemimon. I think I have to leave too, which is the problem. I can't leave this way, can I? Okay, so I can return, okay. Because he also said it was a one-way. Okay, so I'm done. Let's see what I got. Can I go to the lab? No, I don't want that. Let's see. So how do I Digimon them? Yeah, Agumon. Reaches their max level. Oh, okay. This is more than one Digivolution. Okay. So it's like respecking. So you can respec in this game. Amazing. Increase their max level and abilities, but it's only setting conditions for Digimon and max level terms. Okay. So you might be able to abuse that at some point. There we go. So I can convert this guy. There we go. So if I have a 100% scan rate, you can materialize and be made into allies. Perfect. It maxes out 200, and the higher the scan rate, the higher the abilities. Oh, okay. I don't want to wait. I mean, there's no reason to, like, be picky about this. I don't know what these minus signs mean, by the way. Because some of them are purple and some are blue. Yeah, these minus signs you see right here. And we can switch. But it doesn't show the scan rate, but it shows what you'll earn once you unlock them, so that's cool. You can see their max level, so that's cool. But Punimon's ready to go. So let's see what happens. But at least the game tells you what the percentage rate is here. It doesn't tell you on the menu screen where you go to the field guide, but it does tell you here what the percentage, what the scan rate is. So that's notable. Okay, magic attack, 30 water damage to 1 foe. So I'm probably going to spend the next half. Well, when I'm not recording commentary, I'm going to wander around and kind of see how many other Digimon I can hoard. We'll see how it goes. I'm not going to make you sit through a bunch of grinding. The fighting seems incredibly simplistic. I think we've established that so far. .30 water damage to some foe. Okay, fine. He's a builder personality. Max level 5. That sucks. Because we have to scan for a bunch more. So how do I put him in the party? Return. So you can return them to scan data. Okay. The scan rate of the same Digimon will be increased by 100%. Okay, when you're part of it. Oh, when it's full. Okay. That's interesting. We'll do that later. Let's move Digimon. They can take up to 11 Digimon. Okay. You can store Digimon here. Okay. You can raise Digimon here. Okay. So we'll fight with them, I guess, and then take them there. Use memory up items to increase your... Okay. Oh, so there's like a cap on how many Digimon you can... Yeah, so you can't take a really strong Digimon with you, I guess. There we go. I'm fine. Yeah, memory use too. Okay. So party memory is 20. So if you check the far right column, that shows how much memory use that particular Digimon consumes from my total of 20. Okay. That's another. So you can have up to 11 Digimon in your party, but the memory use determines whether you're even able to include them in your party. Like if there's a Digimon who's like ridiculously strong, I guess, that might require like 50 memory, and I definitely can't. If my maximum party memory is 20, there's no way I'm going to be able to summon or recruit a Digimon with a memory use of 50. So that kind of thing. They got a cap on that. Curious how that plays out. It might not matter given the kind of combat in this game. It's like in Pokemon. It's like the combat's not that sophisticated anyway. So I got that. How's my health? We might swap a few out. We'll see how it goes. But at least I have more than one. Okay. Okay, so the minus sign shows what their elemental type is. Terriermon is a water type. No, he's a vaccine type. And the Punamon is a free type. Okay, so no elemental type there. Let's see if I can hoard some hit point regenerators, I guess. Yeah, this might be a game where I have to play for like 5 or 6 hours to see if it amounts to anything. So I'll grind a little bit then end the video. So we'll see how the new Pokemon works and we'll grind up. We'll circle back around. No reason to complicate things. Not there yet. So who do we take out first? Where's mine? Oh, there it is. He's going 5th. This isn't great. I don't remember their hit points. Yeah, he's gonna take 3 hits to bring him down. Ow! Dude! Maybe I shouldn't have brought him along. Maybe I should have run away. Wiped the brother out. I have to heal. Afraid of that. How do we resuscitate the dead, by the way? Good thing I saved my game. Stupid. Maybe I should have taken him out first. Yeah, well, he still would have taken 3 hits to bring him down. That's the problem. So, Punamon's dead. What's the max level in Terriermon here? Is it 25? I have to double check. I mean, that just freaking hurt. I guess he won't be leveling up. Maybe I need to farm him instead of actually trying to put him into a fight. Okay, so he's not dead right now. So how many of these capsules did I get? Did I get another escape gate? I don't remember getting that. See if he dies in 1 hit next time. So I can go backwards. That's cool. So that part works okay. No. I might just reload my game save. I just want to see. I might just reload my game save. That's fine. We'll see what happens. Oh, what's this music? Brave New World from Namco X Capcom. That's the game I was thinking of. Who do I attack first? It'll take 3 hits to bring him down. Yeah, my Pokemon's not even gonna go yet. My Pokemon's going 5th. Yeah, the second Pokemon's going 5th. Okay, I'm not dead. That's good. So he's going next. He's got the next turn. Botamon. That wasn't very short. Ugh. This Punimon sucks. I don't know what to tell you. He's really slow too. Like his turn almost never comes up. I think he might be a liability. I guess I can do his water. So I got 2 HP capsules. That's cool. Okay. And so when he levels up, he gets all his hit points back. So that's cool too. Yeah. Max hit points are up. Didn't get any skills. I can attack them with bubbles. Hooray. Destroy them with the power of bubbles. Like Bubble Man and Mega Man. Who was it that... Was it Heat Man? Yeah, was it Heat Man who got destroyed by bubbles, I think? Yeah, Heat Man. The bubbles popped on Heat Man and he lost like 1/3 of his health. Something like that. Because it was really hard to hit with those bubbles. But Heat Man was usually like the last boss you fought. I'm trying not to leave. Wait, what just happened? I should have gotten this earlier. Ha ha ha. Oh well. Okay, this chick is a bit extra. I kind of want to not talk to her anymore. She's too elliptical. Science fiction is magic in these dumb Digimon shows. It's like, so she's supposed to be an oracle, I guess. Okay. I wasn't trying to leak. Never mind. Okay, so let me go back, because I want to, like, farm. So I access the digital. Okay. So the blue ones are for the digital lab. So is it, do I have to go through a corridor, or is it just a straight shot? Okay, that's good. That's what I wanted. So, did I get all my, capsules back? Yeah, I did, so that's fine. I needed those. So I grind up more quickly, which is good. I'll accept that. So we'll digiconvert Butamon. Who looks just as awful. More bubble attack. This is garbage. I still have to grind them up. I can also just throw another Digimon to the Digifarm, I guess. Yeah, garbage. So we have to put them in our party. To enhance a Digimon, have it absorbed by the Digimon and raise its level. Okay, we'll do that later. The consumed Digimon will disappear. Well, that's another way you can... That's another kind of management, I suppose. Move Digimon. Okay. So we can have this party and kind of roll out and kind of see how we do. I'm not expecting much. So there was no real penalty for Punamon dying in that fight, other than just not getting any experience points. I probably should have just taken that L as is. Okay, I'll be back in a second. Part 2. Okay, and we're back. Though I should probably mention, I changed the difficulty level, and you can't see the difficulty level. It's under the options menu here. I changed this battle difficulty to normal because, let's be brutally honest here. The game's combat isn't that hard, so getting more money and items doesn't seem to be terribly useful to me. Since right now I'm like hoarding Pokemon. Excuse me, Digimon. Excuse me. My apologies. I managed to get a couple more. Where's my Digimon list? So we got a couple more of these Pokemon. We have Punamon's level 5 along with Botamon here. I scored Bukamon. And they all seem to have the same abilities, unfortunately. Like, this is a water type. You can see on the bottom left-hand corner of the screen, there's a blue minus sign there, meaning he's a water attribute, but he's a free type. So I guess we can assign a type to him later. Just can't do it yet. Yeah, we can't do it yet. So we're building a party of sorts, and I managed to increase the scan rate for a couple more Digimon here. Not here. Gotta go to the computer here. Give me a second. So for like half an hour, I was wandering around, hoarding and grinding. Again, combat is not... You can basically do the combat on auto, because there's really nothing to the combat, if I'm being brutally honest. Enemies go down, and each enemy takes at least two hits to go down. So in 3 cycles, you can take down a mob of 2 enemies. It's one of those games. So I can convert the Butamon here. Who's at the max scan rate here, which is 200%. So I think that's his max level. That's the maximum possible experience level for this Digimon, I believe. Yeah, max level 5. I think I might have to I might have to downgrade one of them. This one's at 180. No. But here's what we can do. Select a Digimon to enhance. You have another Buddhamon here. Give me a second. So if we move a Digimon here, we can have a larger party, which isn't terrible. Remember, you can only have 3 Digimon in your group. You can keep 1 in reserve. But if they're in reserve, they still increase their experience level from the reserve. So they don't have to participate in the fight. They just have to kind of hang out, apparently. Yeah, we have 3 battle Pokemon here. Terriermon is sitting down. So that might be a way to do this, actually. We can start combining Digimon in a second. So let me show you how I grind. Let me show you a couple of fights where I grind up the Pokemon who are not actually fighting. So these are the only Digimon we're going to find here in the digital network. Those 3. So the argument is you can just scan them all to 200% and then just get them. So we're going to farm 3 Digimon, which are the only Digimon we find here in the lab. And if once you get to the end of the level, you just return back to the lab. So it doesn't matter which way you go. You're just kind of wandering from node to node. So we're at 200% on that one. So again, not terribly difficult. So we'll set the auto battle on, because I mean there's nothing really to report here. This is the game. Just punch people. That's really all it's about. It's not terribly complicated. So once we win the fight, the 2 reserve Pokemon who did not participate in the fight will level up. See that in the bottom right hand corner of the screen there? They were in reserve and they still leveled up, so there you go. I guess that's the strategy for this game. So I guess you get 1 of every type that matters, and then you just kind of leave everyone in reserve. So now that we've leveled them up, what do you want to do? That one leveled up. So he's got Hydro Water now. It does more damage. That's cool, I guess. Okay, so how's our hit points at this point? I want to check a couple of other things. Because I want to say that these Pokemon have a max experience level, don't they? Yeah, this Pokemon has a max level of 5. Same with this one. Max level 9. Alright. Okay, so there's an argument to be made that we should swap these guys out. Because he can't level up. They can't level up anymore, so there's no reason to keep them in a fight. Possibly. I don't know if their hit points go up if they're in reserve. We'll find out later. Again, I don't know if positioning matters either. So we're just hoarding a super stack at this point. This is our super stack, I guess. So we're going to hop out after the next node, I think. Yeah, this is the next node. So this will take us out of the mirror dungeon and back to the digital lab. So this is where you just hang out around here, farming the same 3 Pokemon, grinding them up if you want. Then we can just take them out here. Now we can get a bit more creative. Give me a second. I'll do a quick save here, then I'll start to experiment with how the grinding system works. I'm going to start combining Digimon, that kind of thing. I don't know if I can evolve any of them yet. I'll find out. So what are my options from here? You can organize. Settings. They can change their names. Like Bodemon here we can rename if for some reason we wanted to. Negromon. Negromon. So that's the problem. Like, what do you want to... Like, what do we do once we name them? So I don't know what to do with that. Bukamon. Puni Puni Poemimon. So you can get really nasty with these names, which we're not going to do on this channel. At least not yet, I guess. So what else we got? No, not that. So what we want to do? What does devolving do? So let's say we want to... Actually, did I already put them up here? Move Digimon. Okay, so they're all here. So we have 2 Bodemon though. We can put some on the island. Oh, that's right. I renamed Negromon. Sorry, I renamed Budamon to Negromon. Sorry about that, Negromon. So we're not going to move any Digimon. So what do these do? Bodemon. That's maxed level, so it's maxed out. Level 3 or higher, attack 15 is required. So we can Digivolve this one. Level 5 or higher. So let's see what happens if we Digivolve into this. Digivolve to... Bodemon! Digivolve to... Necomon? Wanyamon. Fine. I know enough about Digimon to get that reference anyway. You know, if Miyazaki could get his start on Lupin the Third, I guess Hosoda can get his start on Digimon. So yeah, he's gone. So we maxed out his experience level. Stats, he's not maxed out. Punimon is. Okay. So let's Digivolve Punimon. Level 5 or higher. I do have intelligence level 10, so we're good. Punimon, Digivolve to... Sunomon. With the spiky head. I mean, I guess this seems like the exact same Pokemon. I mean, okay. Max level 13, though. That's cool. Okay, I can't. So I can see. I can Digivolve them. Digivolution. Okay. So we can grind them up and see what happens. Oh, Bukamon was an evolved Poyomon when I found him. Okay. So he was already evolved. So we can Digivolve Nigromon. The only reason I rename... Yeah, I don't need two of those, so I can just Digivolve it to Koromon. Nigromon! Digivolve too. So as soon as I renamed him, I can make him Digivolve. Kokoromon? Yeah, he's still named Nigromon. Can I rename him again? Because he's basically supposed to be a Koromon. Yeah, Nigromon. So I guess renaming it was stupid. Koromon. So we'll keep it. We'll keep the names the same for now. But at some point you might want to rename them so you can kind of determine what their, you know, elemental types are and stuff. You know what I mean? This is an Earth type. See the bottom left-hand corner of the screen. It's a free water type. The blue minus sign. The minus sign means it's a free type, I guess. Water free, earth free, wind free, fire free. Okay. What's the max level on these? Okay, so we're doing fine for now. So I guess we can just keep grinding them up, I suppose. Because at some point, there's no reason to just keep, you know, grinding these guys up if their maximum experience level is 5. So who's fighting? Yeah, I don't know if I want to keep Koromon here. We can just have the strong ones fight and everyone else just wither on the vine, I suppose. So we'll grind a few of them up, see how it do. We'll leave here in a second. We just want to see what the... I want to get a feel for the basic gameplay loop. It might not matter that much. The fights aren't that sophisticated, you know what I mean? So we'll probably get into like one fight, then bounce. Because remember, you can always backtrack if you don't want to go all the way to the end of the dungeon. Or you can turn around in the middle. Okay, so if you don't like where you're going, you can just turn around. But once you hit the node, there's always a chance you'll get into a fight. So what do these guys have? Yeah, what do they have? What's Koromon have? It's just another. Everyone has the same skill. That's a fire. It's a fire Pokemon with a water damage skill. What sense does that make? I don't know, man. Just fight him. Shouldn't be terribly complicated. Bust him in the mouth. And you have a lot of hit points too, so that's good. So that one already leveled up. They're already level 3. So I'm curious. Well, that's right. Their maximum level is 12, so that's fine. All this music has like this Brave New World vibe from Namco x Capcom. Namco x Capcom was apparently a turn-based strategy game. It's kind of like the Project X, I think, on the Nintendo DS, where it's like an all-star game, where it's like a bunch of characters from multiple Namco and Capcom games fight bad guys. It had a great soundtrack, and some of the original music was good. This music kind of sounds like that Brave New World song I'm talking about. Never played the game. It was a Japan-only game. But I want to say Project X did come out on the DS. And that was, I think it had Resonance of Fate characters in it. I only knew it existed because one of my Facebook... Whoops. That was good. We won that fight. One of my Facebook friends was playing their DS. You know, they were you know, like Fire Emblem fans. And they were playing this Project X Zone game, I think it was called. She's like, who's this character? I've never heard of them before. That's the lady from Resonance of Fate. Well, I obviously knew because I have a bunch of videos on this channel about telling people how to play Resonance of Fate. It's my tutorial videos. But Resonance of Fate was that the character was from Resonance of Fate. I warned her. It's like, it's a very hard game. Like, you should definitely seek it out because it's cheap if you're curious about it. But it's a really, really super hard turn-based RPG. So again, it's sort of introducing people to characters from those games. It worked, but you kind of have to know going in. There's that risk. You're gonna be playing a game like that. Yeah, it's about that time, so I should probably be. I gotta get my dessert. The fireworks, I think, start at 8. Yeah, there's gonna be sunlight here until 9 o'clock. So the fireworks won't start until 9 o'clock Eastern time here in the DC area, which means people will start popping off. You know, people will literally start popping off at 8:30, and people will think it's the. Yeah, I want to say Gaithersburg does have fireworks going on. Yeah, I believe here at the Germantown Police Headquarters there will be some fireworks. Not at the police headquarters, but it might be like at the soccer Platz, which is about 2 miles southwest of the Germantown Police Headquarters here in Fallout 3. That was quick. No complaints. Probably used magic. Do I get more experience points in reserve? Like, was it ever explained if the people in reserve get more experience points? We'll probably find out. Let's swap them out. Let's see how we do. How did it do? So I mean, and frankly, again, once Digimon is knocked out during a fight, they're not gonna die. They'll just have when you leave the fight, they'll have 1 hit point left. So it's possible to take a Pokemon with 1 hit point left into the next fight. Now, obviously, if everyone loses their hit points during a fight, then it's game over, obviously. But I've lost a couple of Digimon got knocked out. A couple of Digimon got knocked out when I wasn't doing commentary. They got knocked out. But as soon as I didn't even need to heal them, I don't think. They leveled up during the next fight, so it didn't matter. I think what happened is that I healed them, and then they survived a fight, and they leveled up, and they got all their hit points back. And of course, I got capsules. I keep getting these hit point capsules. So I'm not going to complain about that. I got a Wind Claw. So my wind Digimon actually does wind damage now instead of water damage. Got a Comet Hammer. It's always hammer time here on this channel. Vulcan Napalm. Vulcan Napalm. Koromon is woke. Scan complete on the Botamon, which I won't need, but I guess I can use it to digivolve into other characters or combine them with other characters. Because if you combine them, I think you can increase the experience level of these characters. We're gonna do that a bit later. We're gonna try We're going to increase their experience level by farming Pokemon we don't want. Sorry, Digimon we don't want. So we'll practice that a bit, I suppose. But you get the idea. This combat is extremely simplistic. You don't need to use your skills. Even if I turned off the auto battling, it wouldn't make a difference. It just makes the battles... I mean, there's, again, you're not choosing from a variety of attacks with you know, pros and cons. Like, you're not... There's no risk in choosing one attack over another. There's only one attack and two skills, and the skills use your consumable mana pool. You know what I mean? So what? It's very basic. So it basically boils down to, okay, am I going to get any interesting characters here for the fighting in the future? I don't know. Like, is this evolving system useful, or am I just grinding? I need to be level 7. So I can make Gabumon, because I got him as a guest character. So I need to be level 7 or level 6. Okay. So I can just keep evolving these Pokemon to other Digimon. Into other Digimon, and we'll just kind of see what happens, I guess. Level 8. So I guess you're kind of starting to see how this works, right? It's entirely possible I can go to the next area and just more Digimon will appear there, so what difference does it even make? Again, we'll see if it makes a difference. I don't know. It might not make a huge difference. I mean, I guess I could also go to the farm. Choose a Digimon to enhance. But that consumes it. I don't want to consume any Digimon yet. But I can consume these Digimon. This one's maxed out, so you might as well just... So we'll start if the scan rate is above 180%, then we'll just start consuming all of them. Because the scan rate can't go any higher. So these Punamon here, they're basically just seeds for better Digimon. See the max level at the top left-hand corner of the screen is level 5. So these these Digimon are just seeds for better Digivolving. They're just Digivolving seeds for much better Digimon. Forgive me if I use the word Pokemon too many times in these videos. you can understand my concern, right? So I guess we'll do that one later. I thought I had a 180% around here. I guess I can just send let's send this one to the island. Let's see what happens if I put him on the island. Okay, so set the farm goods for a farm island. Place different types of farm goods on a special location. These have different effects for the Digimon on that. Okay. I don't have any farm goods. So I can't send any Digimon here? I don't need any of that. I thought I could actually send Pokemon here. Sorry, Digimon. we're just gonna turn this into a bit. So I guess it's on standby. So I guess this will just be a bit. We'll just keep accidentally referring to these Digimon as Pokemon. I think I have to load that one Pokemon in here. Sorry, Digimon. See, I'm doing it accidentally now. It's not even a bit. This is not a bit. I just keep doing that multiple times. So we gotta grind him up. Don't send it to the Digibank. There we go. Max level 5. So at some point we can Digivolve them. So again, we can just use this to farm other Digimon. Not gonna Digiconvert just yet. Return your Digimon to scan data. Because at some point you're gonna run out of party memory. So at that point you won't be able to afford any more Pokemon in your party. So if we want to get rid of a Digimon, we can enhance it by loading a Digimon into another Digimon, apparently. And I'm running out of party memory. So that's how I move it to the farm. Okay, so he's the leader of Farm Island. Okay. So we're not maxed out here yet, so we can just keep farming them. So we get to a point where we can digivolve them, I suppose. So I moved one of my Digimon to Farm Island. So what are we up to? Press the X button to offer food. The basic Digimon will be replenished over time. Okay, whatever. What happens? What if I just leave him here stranded? You can improve the ability of Digimon depending on his personality. Which is, okay, so I have a Punamon as our fearless Punamon leader of the island. Of course, there's only one Digimon here. Set a development or investigation Digimon as a leader and set the right farm to see an improvement. I have no idea what that means. Enhances an ability. So is it 120 minutes in real world time or game time? And I don't know what cam means. So it's on a real countdown clock? I'm probably better off just having him do fights. We'll find out. We'll find out. Yeah, we'll find out later. Maybe in an hour, I don't know. Again, this might not even matter. It might be for, like, Digimon who are way stronger. Or it might be for Digimon that you just don't want to grind with. Like, you can't hold any more Digimon in your bank. You can't hold any more in your party. So you throw a few of them off into Digimon Survivor Island. Just have them get stronger by stranding them like Tom Hanks. In the middle of the island. What was that movie called? The Tom Hanks movie with the volleyball. What was it called? Castaway. Yeah, Castaway. This is what Hollywood considered like high concept survival dramas. Like, yeah, let's get Tom Hanks in this high concept movie where he's talking to a volley. Let's put Tom Hanks in a Robinson Crusoe movie, but don't call it Robinson Crusoe. Like, okay. Like, people were like, yeah, I would spend 2 hours with Tom Hanks, and they did. And now Tom Hanks is doing, I think, Americanized localizations of Norwegian movies. Was it like his name is Otto, something like that? Because apparently the original Norwegian movie was like a really dark comedy, and I want to say it came out. I guess it's kind of like As Good as It Gets with Jack Nicholson, like sort of a grumpy old man who learns to be not so grumpy. Like, that seemed to be the vibe, as I recall. So I fought one enemy. How did we do? Yeah, I guess we're doing alright. So we'll level up pretty quickly. That won't be a problem. We have brainies, builders, and fighters. Okay, fine. By the way, the subway, apparently the Metro is our regional public transit, and it's all free. It's been free since about 6 o'clock, I want to say. The idea is that they want people to get around using the Metro system. Now, obviously, I don't live near the Metro. I have to take a bus from the Germantown transit. I can walk to the transit center or take a bus to the transit center. Then catch the transit center. The transit center is right across the street from the Germantown police station. From Germantown Police Headquarters here in Fallout 3. So you can catch a bus, an express bus from Germantown Police Headquarters down to the subway system. It runs every half hour, I want to say. But during rush hour, it runs every 6 minutes or something like that. So you don't really need a subway system. You don't need a mass transit rail line here in there is light rail. There's a train station that's about a mile walk away. It's kind of a hike. You can walk from the train station, the Mark Light Rail train station here in Maryland, down to the police headquarters. That train goes out to West Virginia, I believe it all. And if you catch up, but here's the thing: those train tracks go out to West Virginia. But if you get off at like Rockville, Maryland, which is the county seat here near Germantown, that train is an Amtrak train that will take you all the way to Chicago. I think that's the Capital Limited. It might still be running. I thought about taking it, but it doesn't take me anywhere I want to go. I would have to sleep on the train, and I can't sleep on Amtrak. It's not smooth. I might need a sleeper car. I tried sleeping on a regular seat when I took the train once to Jacksonville, Florida. It was a carless vacation. I took the train from my apartment down to the Union Station in DC. I took the Amtrak train all the way down to northern Florida. Jacksonville was actually nice, and then I took the bus from the train station all the way out to the beach. So yeah, you don't need a car to get to the beach. You just have to be able to take a train out there, because there is no train that goes from here to Ocean City. So if you really want to go to a beach, I don't know what your options are other than just going to Jacksonville. Of course, you have to spend the night on a train, but at least you don't have to drive. I think it was a $60, it might have been $70, $80 round trip taking the Amtrak that one time. But I got to take that off my bucket list. If people are comfortable taking trains, I would do it once just to see if you're comfortable taking a train. In my case, I'm very comfortable taking trains, but I thought because I took the train up to Vermont once. I didn't have to sleep on the train. But I found out after the fact, when I took the train home from Jacksonville, that I cannot sleep on a train. Well, I did. I mean, I slept on the train going to Jacksonville, and I woke up at like 7 in the morning or something. It was like 6, 7 in the morning, and the train was there. And of course, the buses are running, so you didn't have to wait there for very long. But remember, I took the train all the way down to Jacksonville. I took the public transit all the way out to the beach. I took off my shoes. I kicked off my shoes and waded in the water in the Atlantic Ocean. Dried off my feet. I don't even think I had another pair of socks. I don't remember. I think I washed my socks. I don't remember. I think I washed them in the water. Unless I got another Bukamon. So I can start Digivolving. So we'll see what happens. Again, I'm not really sure if I get more experience if they're in reserve or not. I think I get more experience if they're actually fighting. But yeah, I wouldn't go to, well, if you're curious, Jacksonville is like they literally have the Simpsons monorail in Jacksonville. It takes people over the St. Johns River, because Jacksonville is ostensibly a port city. There's a massive river that flows directly through the city. So they set up a monorail to get people from the transit center in downtown Jacksonville over to the other side of the river. It's worth taking. I think at the time I went, about a decade ago, it was free. So it's basically a monorail that you can get on for free. And it's very scenic. You know, it soars a couple hundred feet, or like what, 50 or 60 meters above the river. So I mean, it's nice. I think I took a couple of pictures, not a lot. But I mean, if you go on Google Maps, you can definitely check out the downtown Jacksonville monorail. But once I did that, I took the bus all the way down to the beach, and then I ate at like White Castle or something. I forget. I think it was called Crystal. It was terrible. But they don't have those here in the DC area. Well, I got a link. I don't remember how to do link attack, but I did one. I have to look up how to do those. Again, combat's not terribly sophisticated. Can't see my stats from here. We'll do that later. We'll worry about the stats later. But I remember after I ate, was that technically? I don't remember where I ate breakfast. I just remember eating at Crystal when I got to the beach. And I got to the beach before noon, and then I took the bus all the way out to the far western. I think it was all of Jacksonville is coterminous with Duval County, so the entire county is Jacksonville City proper. So I took the bus all the way out to a Whataburger, because there were no Whataburgers on the east side of town. All the Whataburgers and the Winn-Dixies, I think they were Winn-Dixies. They were all on the western side of town. So I took the bus all the way out to the Winn-Dixie. I got some bakery goods. I got some edibles that I could take back with me on the train. I did eat some food on the train, but the whole plan was to like bring like peanut butter and I forgot. I had like non-perishable items. I had some canned pineapple. I shared some of my canned pineapple with a dude who was I think he was a college student. I think he had a Quran. I think he was reading a Quran on the train. But the whole but I shared some of my canned pineapple with him. And I was eating that. I was eating some baked goods I got at the Union Station. And I think I went to the supermarket before then. Like I said, I had some peanut butter I was snacking on. It's one of those things. It's like, and I also ate some of the sandwiches they had on the train, but they were kind of expensive. I think it was like maybe $5 for a microwave hamburger. So you get what you get. Yeah, I want to see how to do those combo. Yeah, there's a combo meter on the timeline there on the right-hand side of the screen, but it takes a while to charge, so I don't even see the point of doing it. Again, the combat in this game isn't terribly sophisticated, which is why I'm doing the auto battling. There's just not much to it. How we doing, by the way? Level 8. So I know we can start Digivolving at this point. There were some Digimon that required me to be level 8 or level 10 or something. Hold on, I got a message. On the Digiline. Okay, so we can go back to the farm. He's already maxed out to level 5. Let's bounce. So that wasn't an hour. It was an hour of virtual time, I guess. Which is what, 10 minutes in real time? So let's see what's up. I think we have to go to the Digilab and farm him. Yeah, he's maxed out, so we can't spend any more time here. Create items. You don't want to spend money. Investigate. Well, he's already maxed out. So let's just create another. Digimon. Okay, so we'll pull him out. Then we'll start Digivolving. Okay, so we're gonna pull him out. Move Digimon. So we're not gonna put this Digimon out to pasture. We're gonna empty the farm. So what else can we do? Digivolve. So this one's maxed out. So we can Digivolve Punamon 2. We already did a Sunamon. So let's try this. Punamon, Digivolve 2. Nyaromon. So another Neko. Amazing. A free light Digimon type. Of course he has bubble ability. So I guess he inherited that bubble ability from the root Digimon. Nyaromon. So we got Koromon here. Let's Digivolve the Sunamon, because I can make those pretty easily by Digivolving them from other characters. Okay, so because I can do another Punamon and Digivolve them to another god. Digivolve. I can create another Sunamon by Digivolving a Punamon again. That kind of thing. And of course, I can also de-Digivolve this one into a Sunamon again if I want. Level 7. Cam at 10%. I don't know what Cam 10% means. No. We're already level 7, so let's see what we got. Sunamon, Digivolve 2. Ogremon. Goblimon. I don't see the resemblance. Got a Common Hammer, though. SS. I don't know what SS means, but it's a special skill. So Goblimon can Digivolve at level 15. So it's gonna so it takes more time to Digivolve them. Okay. At some point, you don't want to waste your time doing this. I just want to see how long it takes to Digivolve these characters. So if I load Digimon, what happens? So this Goblimon can be level 3 by consuming that Nyaromon. So we can just grind him up right away, or just bring him to a fight. Why not? I ain't scared. And this Bodemon's maxed out, so we have to start. So you at some point you have to leave. You have to leave the dungeon and start pulling your Digimon because their scan rate's at 200%. Their scan rate can't get any higher than 200%. So you have to start. You have to start pulling them out. So I can consume him actually. In fact, we can try that. For instance, can I Digivolve him? Needs to be level 3, so we can Digivolve him into one of these guys. So let's load Digimon. So you can grind him up to level 6 immediately, right? For level 5. Or we can just make the Nyaramon stronger. Max level. Yeah, max level 26. Okay. So you might want to start... This guy's going to take a while to grind up. So let's try this. So let's have him consume Bodemon. It'll only be level 2, though. So it's not really great. It's not really a huge deal. We can consume multiples. Okay. So we can consume multiples. Might not be worth it, though. Just throw him into a fight. It'll be fine. So consuming only really makes sense if you have way too many Digimon and you can't load them in your party. Because, yeah, see, my party memory's too high. So there's no reason for me to bring these guys along, though. So at that point, you might as well... at this point, you just throw them on the farm, then. Because it won't fit in here, because my party memory isn't high enough. So I might as well just throw them on the island. And then Digivolve them into something else. So he's on the farm now. So you can Digivolve him into something else. Okay, so I'll put him to work. Then we'll start Digivolving more Digimon here. I'm just trying to get a feel for how that works. Because the combat isn't really that big of a deal. Started investigating. I guess that'll take a while. Does he level up? I guess not. We'll just see what happens. We'll come back after a couple of fights and see what happens. So let's try Digivolving a couple more. Just to kind of see what happens. So Wanya Man needs to be higher level, so we'll get to that. Bukamon. Cam needs to be 10% or higher. Max HP is required. That's easily met. My party memory, yeah, I can't recruit these characters because my party memory is too high. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start moving some of my Digimon out to the farm, and then I can start grinding them up there because I can't bring them to a fight. So we'll see what happens. Virus Water type Betamon. Sorry, I forgot to do the Digivolve 2 line. That's okay. Must reduce the memory use of the party. So we'll move this guy out. So we'll move some of these higher level Digimon out. So we'll move them to the farm and put them out to pasture. Yeah, so we're good now. So everyone else will grind up in fighting. So we'll bring the lower level Pokemon into fighting most likely. Yeah, we'll drag one of them along and let the other ones grind up through fighting. Betamon actually sounds more interesting. Who else we got? Koromon? I think I have to level up Koromon, actually. Koromon and Wanyamon. Yeah, we need to be level 8, so we'll keep grinding them up. Koromon. We need level 9 for that. We can do it here. Let's just grind up a little bit more. So we'll vamp a little bit longer. But yeah, like I said, I'm just grinding. I just want you to see how the system works. So we got a couple of Digimon here on the island. Hopefully they don't consume each other. Let's change the leader to someone who's a bit stronger. Change the leader by using the change leader function. Will depend on the leader's personality. Oh, that's different. Let's put someone brainy here as the leader, which makes more sense to me. And we're investigating, so we'll see what happens. So I made the brainy Digimon the leader. So unlike the Smurfs, this should add up to something useful. I can start selling some of this stuff eventually. How many of these do I... It doesn't say how many I have. It just says I can sell them. I can make $30 every fight, so I'm not even worried about that. So basically, you can just keep farming the same 3 Pokemon, excuse me, Digimon, repeatedly. Where's my next... Well, it's also summertime, so I'm thinking my next day trip should be indoors. I'll probably end up taking the subway back to Pentagon City again. Or to Crystal City. I mean, Pentagon City was okay. Just like I said, the only thing they had there was a GameStop. So what are my options here? Skill. Damage to 1 foe. Change. You can swap out the Digimon who actually do the fighting based on the enemies you're facing. We're not even going to worry about that. So they go down in 1 hit anyway, so we're fine. 1 Kid Hill Digimon. No heavy petting, though. What do we got? So yeah, they're already level 3. So I think we're ready to swap out. So we can swap out. We'll be fine. So I think we can start swapping them out. Because we want to get to level 8. Definitely. Organized. Betamon. Beta! Come on. This game could be interesting. It just seems like a bit of a grind early on, but I'm willing to play along. Just gotta see how it plays out. And we're at 200%, so now we can take that Digimon that's at 200% scan rate. We can go back to the Digilab and create another one. These are level 3 Digimon. They're crushing these dudes. So it's not that hard anymore. See, I'm level 4 now. So I gotta go back to the Digilab. 48 experience and 28 yen every fight. We're level 8 now, so we can have a little bit more fun. I think I can go to level 9, so we can see what's up. Also, so we'll go back to the Digifarm, see what's doing. Back attack. They got me from behind. Ow! Bastard. Nyaramon's out. No worries, though. Doesn't matter which one. We'll go Koromon. Doesn't matter which one. And it doesn't say what the Digivolve abilities are, but that's okay. No. Okay, that's not so bad. We didn't waste a turn, did we? I hope not. Back attacks. You know, it is like in the old days. So, by the way, I did download Puzzle and Dragons a while ago, and I just deleted it. I couldn't be bothered. It seemed like too much of a grind. And I think I also had to be online to play it, which gave me less of an incentive to play it. Because I prefer phone games where I can just play them offline, like, well, Royal Match I can play offline, but it gets pretty hard unless you're willing to go online and do, like, and request more lives from people. Okay, so we've almost put an hour into this game, so we're gonna finish it up pretty quickly. I'm gonna combine a bunch of videos in it. It's gonna be a 2-hour video for Digimon. I'm gonna have to combine them all into one. They'll be fine. It'll also take me forever to upload. Although I'm doing a the video compression I'm using right now is a lot more efficient. Like H.265 is incredibly efficient. So I can take a game like this where there's not a lot of activity on screen, could easily be crushed to like less than 1 gigabyte. So it's like every hour of video footage could be like smaller than a CD. You can fit an hour of footage onto a CD. HD quality footage. Well, 720p. But you can fit like potentially 10 hours of footage onto a DVD. For a game like this. For like older games, like, you know, like Atari games, NES games, where there's not a lot of activity on screen, a lot of static images, you can easily fit like 20 hours of footage on a DVD if it's like just NES stuff. Like old arcade games, basically, from the 1980s. They don't take up a lot of space, really, unless they're, like, really flashy. Like something like a Vulcan Venture, a Konami shooter from the late 80s, I guess. So let's digiconvert. And I guess we can just digiconvert Bukamon, too. Like, why even bother going to 200% anyway? Like, what difference does it make? I don't see the difference between going 200%. I don't see the difference between 100% and 200%, to be honest. Maybe they have a few more hit points, but all they're gonna do is just we're just farming them anyway. As long as they're over 100%, we're fine. Where did this come from? Well, I think I saw this one during a boss. It was during a boss fight. So that doesn't really count. So we'll just grab the Bukamon right now. Now, they won't fit in our party, obviously, so we'll throw them on the island and they can just do whatever they need to do. Bukamon. Free water type. So that's good enough for now. So which ones can we move? We can take a memory use of 3. So we can digivolve the Bukamon we already have. We already digivolved them. Yeah, we already digivolved the Bukamon we already had. Let's try digivolving. And then I can start throwing people on the island. Actually, how are the island ones doing? I gotta move that one. Give me a second. You move the Punamon to the island. You can also move this Wanyuman. Let's try digivolving. We can digivolve the Botamon, actually. It won't fit. I'm already at 19, that's why. So we can digivolve some of this. Give me a second. You take the strong ones and throw them over here, then we can start digivolving them. That's fine. Yeah, that makes a bit more sense. So no more in the bank. So let's try digivolving them and see what happens. No reason to complicate things. Stats. Max level 5. Max level 9. Okay, so we're starting to make more sense now. Alright, so we gotta start digivolving these level 4 guys. Guess we're doing another Koromon. No. Botamon, digivolve to Koromon. Okay, so after this, what are we doing? We gotta digivolve a couple of the level 8s, I think. So we have another Koromon we don't need. We can digivolve this Koromon. Needs to be level 9. So let's see what happens at level 9. Oh, we need ABI of 20, and we don't have that. We don't have Steel Wheel. We don't have Steel Wheel either. And we can see that if we wanted Agumon, max level 25. Increases damage from fire skills. These are terribly worthless skills. We can digivolve them. So what do we want? Let's just unlock some more. Let's just do this one. So we'll digivolve this one. Whatevermon. Digivolve to... Who's that Digimon? It's Legomon? That's not a Koromon. Oh, I renamed it. I don't know its name. We'll find out later. It looks like it's a Woken Palm. Give me a second. I can find out what its name is in a second. Because it's in my list. So I gotta rename it again. Which is just stupid. I renamed it and it remembered the user input name that I gave it earlier, so that sucks. It's in the field manual. Okay, which one is it? How do I sort? There it is. Toy Agumon. So we gotta rename this, unfortunately. And if I digivolve it, what happens? We'll never know until we find. So we gotta just unlock it. Okay, but I gotta rename this one because I gave it a different name. Now it's all confused. It's so confused. When it digivolved, it kept the name I gave it, which is not particularly helpful. It's right here. Oh, they're not here. This isn't as useful as I was hoping. How else do I rename them? Can I rename them from here? Yes, not it. Is it under stats? So I can't rename it from here? Can't move it. We'll move it temporarily. Forgot to swap with it. I gotta swap with it. There it is. Okay, give me a second. That's a very complicated method to do all this. So how do I rename it? That's how I rename it. So that's the problem. I gotta keep renaming this Digimon at some point. So we're calling him Toyomon. Toy Agumon. Then I gotta rename it again. So we'll worry about that later. I just gotta keep him straight because I don't know what kind of Digimon this thing is. Yeah, it doesn't say what kind of Digimon it is once you rename it, so that's part of the problem. So we'll call it Legomon. Okay, any other Digimon, any other Digivolving I can do before I end the video? Move it out here. So that'll fit. Okay, so I can Digivolve a couple more of these, I think. Let's find out. Need to be level 9. So we can grind up one more time, see what we get out of the level 9. Can't Digivolve yet, so it's gotta be double digits, so we're fine. Can't Digivolve to a level 15. That's the dude with pants. Don't know his name, but that's the Digimon with pants. So I think we're fine. Yeah, the highest level Pokemon are on the island, which is what matters, I think, at this point. Let me see what's going on the island before I end the video. We'll keep grinding, don't worry. We'll probably add some bonus footage. Command, we're still investigating, so what happens? We can't expand yet. So I don't even know if they're leveling up at all. I mean, because they're not training. So we'll be back in a second, I think. That's good enough. So we'll get some more bonus footage in a bit later. This is Pokemon Chapter 1. Record the audio with my Scotia earbuds. Okay, we're gonna get a bit more bonus footage out here, but instead of grinding for a couple more minutes, what I'll do is I'll head out. Actually, let me make sure I save this. So I'll save this, head outside to the area around the Digilab just to kind of see if there's any more Digimon I can farm or scan, which I'm not opposed to doing. I'm going to be playing this game for at least 5 hours, I think, so we'll see how it goes. I was expecting a Digimon playlist on this channel, but it looks like we're going to have one. So are there any Digimon here in the lab or outside the lab? Gonna find out. This feels like a Vita game with all these sectors. So I got my hacking skill. Skill is different levels depending on the resilience of a firewall, and you won't be able to take it from a fall. So I need a higher crack level. I am level 1. I require releases. Okay. So I do have I can crack this wall. So I guess I can wander around, see if there are any other places I can farm enemies. There we go. We did it, kids. We are elite hackers. So I guess we're going to crack open the PS5 next. We're going to jailbreak the PS5, yo. At some point, they're going to release Nintendo's going to release a new console. And it's going to get hacked in like a year, and Nintendo's going to freak out. Like, the Wii U apparently got hacked a few years ago, like in 2020, I think, and it was supposed to be a pretty good emulation machine. Which means if you want to... Apparently the GameCube can be emulated on the Wii U hardware. I think they just turned it off. So if you jailbreak the Wii U, apparently you can play GameCube games, not GameCube discs, obviously, because there's no way to put them inside the disc drive. Oh, then again, I could ask. I mean, not that I'm going to do this. You can just whip out a GameCube disc and see if you can put it in the Wii U drive. Because that's the problem, that the laser probably won't read it. That's the problem. The Wii U laser probably isn't allowed to read those discs. But if you have ISO, you can probably insert it onto a USB drive and then just, you know, or you can insert it onto a USB drive with an ISO on it. It'll probably just run right off of that. Buck up and get to work. I wasn't paying attention to anything she said, by the way. See, this is talking me, yeah. I already got a message earlier. Someone hit me on my DM saying my Digimon maxed out its experience level. Like that. Yep, Punamon's maxed out. You know what? Screw you, dog. I could reply. If you get stronger, you can get stronger training. If you get stronger training on the farm, you can do it. That's not a grammatically correct sentence. And you are outside. You're on a farm, doofus. That's probably simple phrases. Digimon on farms would be aesthetic. Got it. That was my only reply. Amazing. This is how we're training the chat bots with machine learning. Okay, so we can wander around, see what we're doing, I guess. Do we want to go to Eden? Because I don't know if I'm going to get interrupted here. We're going to find out. What was my mission again? Like, is there anything here that says what I'm supposed to be doing at this point? That's the only word. Amazing. Bird's the word. There we go. Oh, well, that's not so hard. Scan data of the new Digimon be collected. Yes. Digitalize and Digiconvert. Yeah, I gotta go back. I gotta go back to the to the island and get my maxed out Digimon. Detailed data. Okay. By making friends with Digimon and Digivolution. Yeah, fine. We'll see what happens. Just kill them. You don't give a crap. Woken Napalm. So that wasn't terrible. So I got another Koromon medal I'm probably never going to use. Koromon's only level 1? He needs way more experience. How much experience did we get? Give me a second. We got 8 experience in that fight. We got more yen than usual. We only got 8 experience. That sucks. You need to go back to the dungeon. I got an avatar pot. I gotta record this music later. It might be okay. Like, it's the kind of music I can listen to when I'm doing other things to see if I like it. But I think the only way to get back to the lab is to go to this telephone booth. Jack in, Mega Man. So I gotta pull my Digimon out of the lab. We'll see what's up. It's on the farm. Yeah, take it out the farm. I gotta Digivolve it. Which one? I thought one of them maxed out already. Let me check on something. Yeah, which one was it? There's another way to do this. That one didn't max out. Which one maxed out? Or was it the one I already did? Yes, the one I already did. Yeah, sorry, so I'm dumb. That was the one I already maxed out earlier. Yeah, so they won't have to worry. So I was wasting my time coming back here. I just wanted to see what I wanted to see what I would find. Okay, so that was the farm. Actually, I could digivolve some of these. Shouldn't one of these be level 8 by now? Yeah, this one. So this one did level up. Yeah, this one leveled up while I was on the farm, so that's fine. So we did alright, all things considered. Wanyamon, Digivolve 2? Who's that Digimon? Gaomon. Gambare Gaomon, I guess, from the Konami series. Doesn't look like a mystical ninja to me. Well, some Digimon have pants, some Digimon have bandanas and boxing gloves. 'Cause you know. So I guess I can move him back. Don't know who's leveling up more quickly. Needs to be level 14. What about Gaomon? Level 15. So we can swap him out. But he uses too much memory, so I'm going to have to swap out some of these other guys. This guy has to be level 15, I think. Yeah, level 15, so whatever. So you can level up all these guys if you want. I mean, you can just throw the core. You can throw the Koromon and the Punamon on the farm, I would argue. Okay, so that's fine. Yeah, throw the Koromon and the Bukamon over there, I would argue. Give me the Gaomon. Yeah, so now we're maxed out in terms of our party memory at the bottom of the screen there. So we've used up all of our party memory, so we're fine. So we'll grind them all up. Toyagumon. Yeah, we don't want to put him in the Digibank. To the party. So press the square button to move him directly to the party. Okay, so that's quick. So you can move stuff out of the farm island the same way, too. Just kind of press the square button and move them automatically to your party. That's cool. So we're not maxed out yet for Terriermon. We're probably going to have to do that at some point. Then we can de-digivolve them later. So we're going to grind up for about half an hour. Just to see how we do. We'll deal with that later. Can we load any Digimon? No, convert Digimon. We can hold off for a second. Now what? Okay, amazing. That was completely unimportant. So a quick save, and we'll head out and see what else we can explore. Then we'll grind up a bit. I just wanted to show you what's out there, what our options are. I'm probably better off grinding inside the mirror dungeon if we were flying around. But let's see what our other options are before I end the video, because I'm going to be grinding for a while. So I'll set the table. Then I'll do some grinding without commentary. Okay, so I can't log out to collect my avatar parts. Amazing. So we have to walk all the way out here and do this multiple times. Yeah, this is definitely a Vita game with these tiny little sectors where you have to keep walking through doors so that the poor Vita memory doesn't blow up. Because you only have so much memory on a Vita. It probably had like what, 1 gigabyte of memory tops. It probably had 512 megabytes. Like half a gigabyte of RAM probably. So you needed these smaller areas. Have I seen that slime Digimon before? Oh well, we'll beat him. It won't be a problem. I got a 1.5. Hooray, I guess that was a 50% boost to my attack power, I suppose. So we'll grind up these low-level Pokemon. Let's see how many experience points we got in the top left-hand corner of the screen. Got 30 experience points and 36 yen. So I'm probably better off grinding inside of the mirror dungeon. I got a Saint Knuckle. Bust him in the mouth with a Saint Knuckle. Pabumon, that's what their name was. So I'll be able to farm one of those eventually. But we'll scan a few more before we start farming them. I can't zoom out. I can zoom in. That's as far as I can zoom out. I already got those treasure chests, so we're fine. So again, it's a Vita game, so you have these tiny little sectors of the dungeon. You just kind of have to go from room to room, that kind of thing. And again, when you level up, you get all of your hit points back, and you get all of your skill points back as well. So this will be painless. Easy enough. So I guess this is the early game grind. I already went this way. I didn't go down, so let me go to the firewall, see if I can get past it. I can save anywhere, just so you know. I just need to be able to replenish my health, which you can do inside of the Digilab. So basically I need to be a higher hacker level. Where is that listed? Is my hacker level listed here? Player. Wall crack level 1. Uses conditions. There's at least one Digimon. 4 or more Digimon to rookie or better. So I haven't unlocked it yet? Yeah, I haven't unlocked some of this. I do have a vaccine Digimon. Tutorials, okay. So I guess this will explain all the stuff I forgot. Digimon with 100% or higher can be materialized into allies, yes. But where is that explained? Because they're supposed to be able to explain what happens at 200%. So I guess I'll read that later. That's obvious. Digiconverting. Scan rate's much. The higher scan rate, the higher the abilities the Digimon receive when created. What abilities? So what abilities do they get at 200% that they don't have at 100%? That's the part I haven't figured out. Yeah, that's the part I haven't figured out exactly. Digimon involved in the various forms written in the okay, whatever. Most Digimon get by fusing 2 Digimon together. Yeah, I understand that. Haven't done DNA Digivolution yet. You want to make them weaker, but they'll increase their max level and abilities. Okay. So I guess if you need... So there's a Punamon that only maxes out at level 5. So if I Digivolve it, it will go down to... It will have a higher max level, I guess. It actually might be needed for some of our higher level Digimon at some point. Gain experience with time, yeah. Sure. That's been established. See an improvement in results. Okay, I don't know. I don't know what find cases or items means. There's all these like side quests we can find. So I guess this is what the enemies are gonna look like, basically. Well, there's my combo. Don't know how I got it, but I'll take it. Maybe when there are 2 allies on the same turn, they start doing combo attacks instead. And again, it's not. Again, the combat isn't really that sophisticated. It's just pound enemies. So I might as well just do auto battling. This is the first RPG I played in a long time where I just used auto battling because anything else just seems like a waste of time. Like I played Final Fantasy Final Fantasy 13-2. Didn't have that problem. Because there was an auto battle mode, but you kind of had to make... You were probably trying to learn how to play the game. So at which point you kind of wanted to try out the different skills to see which were more effective. So you can learn how to play the game. I'll go back and play. Final Fantasy 13 is a trilogy that's always... It's never gonna date itself, I would argue. So it's a franchise that's never gonna fall out of favor. Like Final Fantasy 16 came out. I got Final Fantasy 15 over here for $5 at GameStop, so I'm gonna play that again. It's the PS4 version though. Got another capsule. Were all the capsules capsule C's or capsule S's or something? Yeah, they're all C capsules. I guess that just determines how many hit points they recover. So I got a treasure chest right here. I got export. Now what? Okay, so now he's maxed out. So I have to go all the way back, huh? There's no quick way for me to head back home, is there? I guess we'll just keep grinding. Be back in a second. Okay, extra bonus footage here for Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth. I got the name of the game. We're looking for our avatar parts here. And we have a slightly more difficult fight than usual here, but we were able to blow through it with automatic battling last time. I'll turn off the auto battle for this part. See if we can get through these enemies. I want to see how I do. But most of the fighting in this game is incredibly simplistic. I don't even know what the point is. So, where are my options? Down here. Put the battle on hard just for this part. And we'll pick a fight with these guys. Again, we're not going to turn on the auto battle. I want to do a quick test. See if I can blow through them. Digimon have types and attributes. Now the game explains this. Digimon's type is shown in a mark on the upper left-hand part of the stats, and its attribute is displayed by its color. Good affinity is shown with red, bad affinity is shown with blue. Okay. Consider affinities. Rock, paper, scissors. We do have a couple of vaccine types which can destroy viruses. Viruses destroy data, data destroys vaccines. And of course there's the inverse. So bad affinity means if a virus attacks a vaccine, it does half damage. That makes sense. Same with the fire, plant, water system. Rock, paper, scissors. Fire destroys plant. Plant destroys water. Water destroys fire. Electricity destroys wind. Wind destroys earth. Earth destroys electricity. Or it grounds it, I guess. Electricity destroying wind makes no sense to me, but whatever. Light, dark, and no relation for the neutral. Keep it simple. We got 2 allies going first. We're in the goblin up front. Yep, we're going to aim for the reds. Gobblemon will destroy this guy. That's a crit hit, double damage. So that's what the blue circle means. That's what the red circle means. I know it sounds weird, but that's the color system they got. So we want the red. Toyogamon's a vaccine that will destroy this virus. Done. Crit hit. Well, it didn't destroy it, but it did most of the damage. Let's see. These are both blues. Did I do a skill instead? Pabumon. Bubble. Not great. So we'll just do a regular attack. Not dead yet. Wow, that's bad. Okay, we can kill him. We got 2 turns before they can go. Who do we kill first? Maybe we can kill the bird. Doesn't matter. The second dude's dead. I can't delay my turn, huh? Whack this dude. Okay, not gonna do much damage. We're only gonna do half damage to these guys. Okay, that's gonna kill him. Boom. Okay, so we're gonna take a hit. Triple damage. Wow, that hurt. Not that it did that much damage in the end anyway. So this guy's going down. Yeah, this is incredibly simple. We won't have to worry about that. We can't do a skill. So this is a vaccine type. So Gobblemon's a virus type. It won't do enough damage. It'll still do something. Yeah, so we're gonna kill him. This is gonna be an easy fight. So I don't have to waste any time worrying about elemental types, really. These fights are too easy. So yeah, I wanted to show you that because that fight actually has some meat on its bones. So we'll get the avatar part right here. There's like a couple of other avatar parts around here, but they're pretty easy to find. We just got them out of sequence. Yeah, it's still broken. Okay, so I just wanted to establish that. So it's explained in the field guide. Not that field guide. It's in the tutorial section. Where is it? Where is that explained? It's in the Digilab, actually. The Digilab explains that. So we'll bounce. No, there's the tutorial. It's under the player section. Yeah, this section. Types and attributes. Good affinity is shown with a red target ring. Yep. Red is right. Okay, so that's where we can find out more about that. Yeah, not even interested. Not even worried about that. We're nowhere near that. Okay, so we're gonna advance to the next chapter in just a second. Where are my Digimon? Okay, we'll talk about this later.
みんな行くよ。